Hi there everyone! It's a beautiful day to go live. You might say, what does the weather have to do with going live? But all the sunshine just puts me in a good mood. So today I'm going to be talking about picky eating, and more specifically I'm going to be talking about a strategy which worked really well with Nina. More specifically, this strategy was one that Annabelle Carmel herself suggested when I interviewed her for the blog last week. So, this is my first ever live, so I'm just a little bit nervous here. I've got my notes because I don't want to forget anything. And after I'm doing all this for you, I'd love to get some love from you. So any comments, emojis, shares, I'd just love to see you say hello, guys. Hi there. So, shall we get started? I'd like to introduce myself just in case you don't know me. My name is Nakita, and what I do is I help busy mamas empower their time. I want busy moms to take control of their time so they can not only manage it better, but they can also leave some time for themselves. So, we're going to dive right in, but before we do, I just want to know if you have tried any specific strategies for yourself with picky eating, and if you've tried anything at all, have they worked? I can speak about my own experiences. Both my kids weren't the worst picky eaters, but kids, you know how it's like. So you prepare dinner, you do it lovingly, you spend lots of time, you put it on the table, you're so glad to sit down after a long day, and when they see the food, you get a yuck. Yep, I know what it feels like. It's horrifying. You just don't know what to do with these kids. So I've been there myself, but to be honest, I have never really tried a specific strategy, bar the odd coaxing and trying to convince the children to eat. None have really ever worked. Actually, there is one small thing which helps on and off, and that is involving the kids with the cooking, even sometimes with the shopping. So let's say you take your kids to the grocery store, they can see the veggies being bought, they help chop up the food. It's a little bit messy, yes, but well, we'd do anything to get the kids to eat something decent, don't we? So, have you ever tried anything? Pop it in the comments box and we'll get back to it later. So let's kick this off. I'd like to say hello to some of you. I can see Janice Patch. I can see Nadine. Hi guys! It's so great to see you here. I mean, we do talk a lot over social media, but this is completely different. And wow, I can see a lot of faces. I can see Charmaine. Hi Charmaine! I know you're on the blog and I know you chat with me on Facebook very often. It's lovely to see you. In case you've just joined us, I'm just going to give a little introduction again. So the topic is picky eating, and more specifically, it's this tip which worked really well. So I thought I would have to share it with you because I know that you'd love this. And this topic is something, not the topic actually. You see, I'm nervous here. Not the topic actually. The tip is something that Annabelle Carmel told me to do. And I know that most of you have read the blog post, so I'm sure you've read this. And this is what she said. She said, get the kids a reward chart. I'm sure you have these around the house. We've used them for potty training, behavior, but to be honest, never for picky eating. So I was kind of taken aback and quite surprised. I said, a chart? You think it works? She said, yes. Get a reward chart, find a nice reward, and try it with the kids and say, listen, if you try the food, you get a reward. She also said, be careful what kind of reward you offer. Don't offer sweets because it kind of defies the whole process. I know that we all do it, right? Don't worry. We're here to learn together. So she said, include something which includes quality time with the family, like staying up late to watch a movie, going to the park, picking a favorite, snack, or maybe cooking with mom. Just something that you know that the kids will enjoy. And offer it as a reward. And this is what I did with Nina. So it was Sunday. I think it was about a week and a half ago. You know, that Sunday where it was really rainy and the weather was grey and it was no fun to go anywhere. So we decided to stay home, which is a treat, by the way, sometimes. And I said to my husband, shall we try that reward chart? We agreed it was the perfect day. So I sat down Nina and I explained to her. I said, Nina, we have this reward chart for you. And her eyes already shone because you know how it is with kids and reward charts. I said, all you need to do to get a sticker is you need to try some food. And she was like, surprised. It's not usual that mom asks me to try food for a sticker. But anyhow, she sat there and she listened. So I said, what you need to do is, you need to try the food, and when you try it, you don't just lick it and throw it away, or just pop it in your mouth, spit it out. I'm sure you're familiar with this as well. I said, you need to put it in your mouth, you need to chew it for some time, you need to taste it, and you need to feel the texture. And that is when you decide if you like it or not. Now, Nina, whether you decide if you like the food or not, you still get a sticker. However, the trick here is to try the food. So she was completely up for it and she was very happy. And something else I want to tell you as well, because I find that this is really common with kids. I also explained that if she eats something today and she doesn't like it, let's say for example it's a tomato, it doesn't mean that she doesn't like tomatoes. It means that today she doesn't like the tomato, but tomorrow we might cook it differently and it even tastes differently. I explained that fruits get sweet, vegetables in this case, well, it's actually a fruit, but the taste changes with the seasons and it gets sweeter as summer comes closer. So I just need a sip of water here because all these nerves are making me thirsty. Just a second. Okay, that's better. So I'm just gonna say hello again. I can see Rosette, who I know. Hi, Rosette. I can see my mom, of course, she's gonna watch with me. Thank you for the support to all my family, friends, followers. It's absolutely lovely to have you here. So, shall we continue? Yes? All right. So, we tried with a couple of foods, and when we had the first food in hand, now it's important to note that Nina isn't the kind of kid who doesn't eat anything, but she does have her selection of foods which she likes. However, when we try and offer something new, even if it's really interesting and tasty, she just says she doesn't want to try it. So she's not very adventurous with new tastes. So the chart was a bit of a challenge, but I will tell you exactly how it went. So, Nina, I have something. Would you like to try it? And I showed her this. In this case, it was some sort of healthy biscuit I had in the cupboard. And she just looked at it and she said no immediately. And then I said, Nina, remember, you have the reward chart. If you try the food, you'll get a sticker. So she said, yes. I was completely taken in. My husband just turned his head like this and was like, wow, this is working. And Nina took the biscuit, munched on it, took her time as I explained, and she actually liked it. So yes, success. We were so pleased. Something else which I forgot I wanted to tell you. So if you've read the book, you know that I usually prefer like a pasta jar or a pom-pom jar rather than the standard normal reward chart because it's easy to manage. However, in this case, I wanted the reward chart first of all because Nina is in that age that she just loves stickers, you know, for any apparent reason. And apart from that, I also wanted to take note of the food that she was eating and just mark it like if she liked the food or not so I could go back to it later. Me and my memory, yeah. So Nina had her biscuit, loved it, we were so pleased and we said, let's see how long this lasts. Since we had a full day at home, Nina tried 6 different foods in that first day and that was wow. I mean, she said yes to everything. She didn't even turn down any single thing. And out of the 6 foods, she tried a healthy biscuit, she had a cocoa and the raisin oat bar, strawberry and grape kebabs, oats with honey, this marinated chicken I prepared, and this cheese which she had never tried. So all in all, out of the 6, she liked 2 foods, which is, I mean, you might say out of 6 she only liked food, but to me, even if she didn't like anything at all, the fact that she tried 6 different foods was a huge success. So we've tried this, we've kept it up now for more than a week basically, and as you can see, she's tried new foods every day. The reason there are less stars on some of the days is not because she said no. We tried new foods every day, but sometimes, you know, we didn't have the time and the luxury to just experiment with new foods. However, out of all the foods that we offered, we never got a no. So I urge you to try this. It is so simple, yet so effective. Okay? So, someone's saying, no way, my 4-year-old would try anything, even with stickers. Okay, well, I forgot to say, there was a reward as well. It's not just the stickers. Nina was excited about the stickers, I'll be honest about that. But I said to Nina, Nina, so when you fill up the whole chart, in hindsight, that was very challenging. I should have said 10 or 5, you know, made it a little bit like more attainable, but anyhow, that's how it went down. And I said, if you fill in the chore chart, when you fill it in actually, you will get a special movie night with the family. So you get to choose the movie, you get to choose the snacks, we'll prepare them with mommy, and you'll get to stay up late, which is something which Nina doesn't usually do because she has her bedtime and we stick to it. And Nina loved it so much that every food that went on the table and we said, Nina, do you want to try it? She was so excited. She just said to Yannick, her brother, Yannick, look, I'm going to try something new. We're going to have a movie night. Can you help me watch the movie? So she was over the moon excited. Nadine says, where did you get the reward chart, please? Okay, so this I got from Talira. I bought this pack. I think there's about 10 reward charts. And you can use them. Actually, I hope I'll be using them all because we're keeping this up. If you're foreign, Talira's basically like a euro shop or a pound shop. It's our local like dollar store in Malta. That's where we got our own reward charts. But I'm sure you can get some off the internet as well. So if you like, you can print your own and you can use stickers. So I want you to try this out. I want you to try it out. I want you to get the reward chart. I want you to sit down with your kid. I want you to explain the rules, which I'll go over in a minute. And I want you to let me know how it went. So, if you have any successes, and remember, a success doesn't mean that the child likes the food. It means that the child has tried the food. I want to get you a photo of that food. I want you to upload it on Facebook or on Instagram. And I want you to tag me at the Mama Manual because I'd love to share this success with you. I am so sure it's gonna work. So I'll just remind you the rules, okay? So when you sit down with your kid, you need to explain how the reward chart works basically. You need to tell them that with every new food that they try, they get a sticker. You need to explain that if they want to try the food, they need to chew it well, they need to taste it, they need to feel what the texture, what the food feels like in their mouth, and then they get the sticker. So no licking, no just putting the food in the mouth and spitting. It's actually trying the food. You need to choose a reward for the child. Try not to tie it in with something unhealthy. Try to find something which is fun for the child to do. And then it would help if you also explain that if they try a food and they don't like it, it doesn't mean that they don't like the food. But it means that they don't like the food cooked in that particular way or even on that particular day. So those are the rules. Finding Mommy's voice says, I'll give it a go and see how we get on. He might surprise me. Well, I think you'll be surprised as well because you were actually quite taken aback. Just going through my notes to see if I have missed anything. So I've given you all the tips. I've told you to try it. Okay, yeah. Well, one last thing. If you haven't read the blog post with Annabelle Carmel's advice, I want you to go to the blog. Just as a reminder, it's www.themamamanual.com. It's the very last blog post. You have to read it. There are so many fantastic recipes which she's shared. I've also put some links in there and so many great tips. This is the one that we've tried and it's worked really well, but I want to try the other ones as well. And I'll be going live every week, so I'll be seeing you here. It should be on Tuesdays at 4:30, but I'll be confirming the time every week as well. Next week, however, I'll be live on TV instead of on Facebook. I'll be going live on the program called Dak Li Jott with Claire Ajub Swordway. So I'd love it if you would join me there instead. However, I'll be seeing you here every week. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Just give me some buys, some emojis, some love, share, even if you're not watching this live. It helps if you share the video. It helps if you say hello. And I'll be reading all your comments as well. So do leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. So much fun. I'm not nervous anymore. In fact, I'm sad to see you go. But I'll see you next week, okay? Next week on TV and the week after I'll be here on Facebook again. Bye guys. Take care.